No, I'm hoping for more Blaine scenes because obviously he's taken the cure now that you made. So will we get some more of those? Maybe you can describe them a little bit. They always have such an interesting relationship.
Blaine has now become Ravi's new rat, right? And the people Ravi deeply cares about, as in Liv and Major. He'd rather they weren't the test rats, so he's obviously going to be much closer to Blaine, making sure that the side effects, is this cure good? Are you going to just, like the last dude, melt? So yeah, they have a lot more interaction, and then they have a lot more interaction as well because they both dig the same gal.
Ravi, Blaine, Peyton, the triangle is very much alive, the love triangle thing. The love-hate triangle, if you will. And that's an absolute delight for me because I love working with those two so much. So, and I'd love to see it live on as we go forward into a third season because I'd love Blaine to get the girl and break Ravi's heart, but then still get together for coffee and talk about it.
Do you think that Peyton makes Blaine a better man?
Yes. Yes, I think she makes him wish he hadn't done so many despicable things through the whole of his adult life. Absolutely.
Would you like to see a storyline sort of come up where they're together and he's on the right side of the law and yeah?
Sure, yeah. And, settle down in the Northeast and get a cabin in Maine. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And make artisanal candles, stuff like that.
I love the Blaine Peyton chemistry. I think that's really fun.
Me too.
And he's going to be going through some hard stuff. Is there any chance she'll be able to help him out? He just took the drug that may or may not work.
Right.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks. He starts really trying to dodge her questions and her, her need for his information that he supposedly has. Some of it I'm sure he has, and some of it he actually really could give her. But he's kind of playing that, playing dumb a little bit with her, I think to save face. I do think that he has good intentions with Peyton, as in I don't think that he's just using her or anything, which is really interesting because I think ultimately at his core he's a bad dude. But I think that there's these little parts of him that are very human and very charmed by their chemistry. So I find that, I think, really interesting. And I think that, just playing off of Anders is always fun, and we always get along really well. And he's a great actor and just is down for anything, to get the scene, which is great. And then, Peyton and Ravi, they obviously have this special connection, which is so deeply based in a friendship, which I really love, and I always am attracted to couples in general that were best friends before, or were friends and then they started dating. There's something great about that because at the end of the day, you're probably gonna end up with your best friend when you're 80 or 90, and it's not just all physical or whatever. So, I really like that, and I think that they get each other humor-wise and just. That really easy banter that they fall into every single time that they're in a room together, which I think is great.
There is still some unfinished business to a certain degree.
What do you mean a certain degree?
They're not Ross and Rachel, but they have a few scenes together, and that whole idea of those two either being a couple or Ravi declaring his love, or that we still have a little bit more of the Ravi Peyton storyline to go.
Hopefully a lot more, because you guys got picked up for a season 3. Where were you when you found out?
I fell asleep on my couch from. I rapped the night before, and I had been out with David drinking and Aly, and woke up fully dressed after 10 hours on my couch, shoes still on. I had this phone call, and I was sure I was in trouble because I cut my hair and shaved it, and I thought, oh no, we have pickups and they know I'm in trouble. And then they told us it was for season 3, and it was the best Friday ever because it was also David's birthday, so it was a double celebration.